It's not a new microphone, but it is a new audio interface. It's different, and it lets me do cool things, like this. Hey, isn't that funky? That's pretty cool. Anyways, good morning, you beautiful people. Welcome back to everyone's favorite graph-staring simulator of Victoria 3. Now, I'm not known for having very good ideas, or ideas to begin with, but I think I might have something for us to do today. In most of your Victoria 3 games, Prussia's gonna be the one to unite Germany as they did historically, and sometimes you get Austria doing a couple of wacky things here and there. So today we're revoking Prussia's Germany privileges, and we're gonna form it ourselves as Lübeck. Of course, starting as a single city in Germany and then trying to unite the whole place is going to be rather difficult with our 84,000 population and 10.6 thousand GDP. But we do start off with one advantage, and that is the Prussian market, which we can use for our own needs and then supply with various random things. By the way, I did add a couple of mods just to make the UI a little bit more bearable. If you want to see which mods I'm using, you can check in the description. I'll post all of them there. But anyway, so we have a population problem to start off with. Now, we don't necessarily need to immediately go to multiculturalism, although we could for a lot of population. The main point for us, though, is going to be draining the rest of the population of Germany and concentrating it into Lübeck so that the rivals that I have to beat later are also weaker. I don't know if that'll be successful, but we'll find out. The first thing to do is going to be building up a little bit of agriculture, whatever would make us the most money, and right now that seems like it's going to be wheat. For more migration, we're going to need the intelligentsia to like us. So we're gonna throw them in here, and add a little bit of legitimacy, and yeah, that seems fine to me. Now let's start off by enacting freedom of conscience. This will make the intelligentsia happy, and ideally they're going to give us an additional 50% migration attraction, which is massive. So if we unpause, we'll see that our migration attraction is 37 to start off with, and we should get a steady stream of migrants ready to work in the fields. Well, in the meantime, I think it's a good idea to also move to cultural exclusion. It may or may not increase the overall migration, but it couldn't hurt. And would you look at us now, double the population and 250,000 GDP. Seems we still don't have enough migration to keep all the factories filled. And looking around us, it seems we kind of have the smallest population out of all of our neighbors. So the best we can do now is wait and then eventually maybe build up enough of an army to invade Denmark. Now, given that we need a relatively robust population, probably a good idea to have people die less often. 10 years into the game, the world hasn't changed much, but I am noticing that Russia hasn't colonized Hokkaido yet, so that's something, although I wouldn't exactly hold my breath. Looks like the British are getting involved in China. They might go ahead and take Beijing. Yeah, it does not look so good for those guys. Anyway, back home, we're getting close to 300,000 population. Not bad. Give it a few more years and we might even surpass our neighbors. Ah, hey there, Prussia. That's a lot of unification you're doing there. I think it might be time for us to invade Mecklenburg soon. Now, one problem with invading Mecklenburg is that I don't really have a lot of people. Our army power projection's pretty pathetic. On the bright side, though, we might be able to get Prussia to help us. And now that Prussia's supporting me, Prussia without the P has decided to fight us. Well, I don't really know what to say to that, actually. It seems for whatever reason that I can't conquer more states, but we can ask for them to transfer Holstein to us for a low cost, and we can actually do the exact same thing with Schleswig. Needless to say, though, things are not looking very good for us. Well, here's to hoping we don't immediately die. Oh, it looks like Prussia's just doing my job for me. Thank you, Prussia. We now have Mecklenburg to take care of. Right, what have you guys been doing? Forestry, fishing, a lot of agrarian stuff here. Well, first of all, let's get rid of these barracks. Next, we're gonna have to incorporate that, which means it's time for us to get rid of a couple of trade routes. The rest of this war is gonna be a little bit confusing. Well, maybe if we take the capital of Denmark somehow, then we might have a chance at capitulating them. I went ahead and built a couple of ships. I wasn't really sure if this was going to do anything, but it would be funny if I could pull off like a little naval invasion of Denmark. I think that would be funny, you know, like as a treat. Who knows if this will work. If it does, we can get Denmark to below 0% war support and maybe possibly to capitulation invasion. Oh my god, did it work? Something happened. I think I just took this island. It's maybe not where I was planning to go, but right idea, boys. Let's try it again. Maybe this time we'll actually end up in the right place. Like, oh my god, it's working. We actually took Denmark. We just took all of Denmark. Yes, perfect. All according to plan. This is so stupid. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Now, they transferred Holstein and Schleswig. Does this mean that they're actually my subjects? The answer is no, because why would transferring subjects actually transfer subjects? That's a little too straightforward, you know? The peace deal telling you that it'll do a thing that it doesn't actually do? That's the victory I know and love. Okay, cool, so there's literally nothing else for us here. We might be able to invade these guys. They're relatively isolated, so that might be easy. Watch, next thing you know, they're gonna call in like Austria or someone, I don't know. Oh my god, I was joking, but they actually called in Russia. I don't even know what to say to this. Oh, wait a second. Prussia's losing. Wait a minute. Hold on. You aren't supposed to be losing. That is a terrifying Austria. And Prussia's lost. I'm sure I'm not the first person to mention this, but the whole treaty port thing is kind of weird. Why would Austria be trying to get a treaty port in Prussia? How does that make any sense? Well, maybe I could, I don't know, invade Hamburg? If no one helps them, then maybe I can do a naval invasion. It wouldn't really be that hard. Screw it, I'll give it a shot. Who knows, maybe the war will be profitable. Oh, wait a second, there is no war. They just said sure. Welcome everybody to the new Hanseatic League. Now that we've brought back some of the major players. Okay, we're gonna do like a quick little excursion, alright? In fact, we could bring Sweden over to our side and that would be great. Okay, so they have brought in Russia. That means it's time for us to call in Sweden. Perfect. Okay, not really perfect. We're probably not gonna win this, but I'm gonna at least try. Here's to hoping it works out. First, we're gonna push up into the north. And how we're winning, I have no idea how, but I'm not going to question it. And look at that, Sweden's pushing into the mainland. Beautiful work, gentlemen. Okay, that's all of Denmark. Means Schleswig is ours, and all we have to do is wait a few months for some quick cash. Now, I can't fight Holstein because I owe an obligation to Sweden, and I can't fight Prussia because I owe an obligation to them, so I guess we just kind of sit here for a while. Cool. Oh, come on, Prussia. We can't keep doing this. We also can't really put a stop to them either. Well, hopefully everyone can band together to beat up Prussia. There we go, like Austria. Austria's scary. Maybe I should be friends with Austria. Let's do that. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna support Saxony on this one. I'm not a huge fan of Prussia these days. It seems like somehow we can actually push them back. Although, yeah, we're kind of in our own market now, and that's a big problem. You see, I don't actually have any arms industries. Well, let's just, let's hope we can survive this war for long enough. Okay, so the war has not necessarily developed to our favor. Thinking it's probably a good time for us to leave. Yeah, let's do that. We have too many problems to deal with now that we're outside of the customs union. So how about we maybe, I don't know, we can become a protectorate of Sweden for now. That should put us into their customs union, which might let us survive for a little bit. Now, I am relying quite a lot on the capitalists to feed the investment pool, and I would like to have a lot more investments. So while passing laissez-faire is not very easy, we can probably get it through if we boost up the industrialists. Okay, the people do not like laissez-faire, apparently. Let's see if we can just squeeze it in a little bit. I'm sure they won't do anything. Oh boy, here we go again. This time it's the Americans, not the Austrians. Very surprising. And they backed down surprisingly. Wow, didn't expect that one. Also, sorry, what? Did you just... Wait. When did this happen? What did you do? How did you do that? Okay, new plan. We're not taking Denmark. I am taking this though. And they said yes, perfect. And they don't have a port. Not perfect. Okay, yeah, might have made a little tiny little, you know, mistake with the whole annexing a country, increasing radicalism, and then starting a civil war. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. You know, maybe that wasn't great. Good thing we have our friends the Scandinavians to help us out. Am I right? Well, that could have been pretty bad. See, it's fine. Practically nothing happened. Except I think they did get rid of my they got rid of my motor industries. Okay, you guys suck. Also, wait, we have iron mines? Wait, where? Oh my god, we have iron. Never thought I would see the day. Maybe it's just me, but that seems like a pretty extreme amount to be paying on tariffs. Like if I were Britain, I would not be paying these personally, but okay. Oh, Austria's willing to take on my debt. Thank you so much, Austria. Don't know what their motive is, but I'll take it. Unfortunately, we now have a couple of steel shortages. On the bright side, I think Scandinavia is solving that, and just in case they don't, I am building some steel. Right, we're also gonna need some coal now. I can't believe we're actually pushing. Alright, we're here to liberate Waldeck and Saxony. How are you doing down there? Not great. Not great at all. You know what? I'm gonna do something a little funky. See if this works out. Probably won't, but who knows, right? Alright, boys, I believe in you. Your enemy is one unit. Come on, please. This is what I get for trying something. Okay, how about this time? 3 people this time? You have to be joking. Okay, last attempt. The one they would least expect. Oh my god, it worked. It worked. Well, I guess that all belongs to Prussia now. So for a little while, I've just been sitting here and deciding what am I going to do to fix this problem. Well, since Prussia is somehow managing to spend so much of its GDP on its army, I figured I could probably do the same thing. So here we are with 50 units, all of them are trench infantry, and who knows, maybe they'll actually be decent. Now, I'm not really expecting much out of this, but maybe we can take Schleswig-Holstein? We can at least give it a shot. And yup, everybody and their mother despises Prussia. Fantastic. Now, I don't have a whole lot of maneuvers here, and an obligation is 20. First, we're gonna offer something free. Like here, you want a treaty port in West Prussia, then go right ahead. And then I'm kind of relying on these guys. Oh yeah, there we are. France has gotten involved. Look at these guys, look how much they spent on infamy. Oh, you poor fools, you idiots. Thank you very much. Hopefully we see this more often. Oh my god, the Austrians are actually winning now. If we're lucky, we might see Prussia start to fall a little bit, since apparently we can just start another play? How is that allowed? Because technically Scandinavia was the leader. We, as not Scandinavia, can decide to start our own play. And of course, that's going to be for Elba. So, who do we get involved in this? Well, the answer would probably be not Britain, because those guys have no one for some reason. Let's go ahead and bring in Russia into this, why not? Here, we can liberate a country, that sounds great. How about we liberate Danzig? Perfect. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh boy, that's a big boy. That's big Prussia. Don't like that very much. This is fantastic. Not only am I getting Swiss migration, but Prussia has split into 2. Now we can deal with the trade implications of this first, but that brings joy to my heart. Unfortunately, it does cause a lot of problems because they were our source of coal, so now we have to look somewhere else. That coal shortage is a bit of an issue. Oh my god, we have oil here? Wait a second, when did we have oil here? Well, now that changes things. Anyway, because this is a new Prussia and definitely not at all an older Prussia, we can declare war again. It's kind of weird, but don't worry about it. Now it's time for us to start securing the coastline. If Prussia can't trade with the rest of the world, then they're going to be significantly weaker. The only problem is that France, Italy, Britain, and Russia are all occupied, and Austria, I think, has a truce with them. Actually, no, they don't. Of course they don't. Why would they? Okay, we can give it a shot. Let's call in Scandinavia by offering some part of East Prussia. Oh, and by the way, before I decide to let Scandinavia take over, I'm gonna go ahead and add another war goal, and we're gonna go for Hanover. Okay, so did Scandinavia say yes? Did they say no? Honestly, I'm not sure. Okay, let's ask someone else then. Okay, Austria, we'll tell them to return Bohemia. Alright, and then we'll also ask these guys to do, I don't know, whatever weird liberation thing they want. And the Netherlands, what do you want? Liberate another country? Okay, we can go with Westphalia. Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna let the Netherlands push. We're gonna sit here and tank the Prussian army for the first little while. Ideally, Austria is gonna push into Bohemia while we sit here and we defend. After all, we do have the most advanced infantry. There we go. Big old push there. None of it in Pomerania. Classic. It's a lot easier than I thought it would be. Oh, I'm glad I picked 2 states. That was pretty easy. Wow, that is a big Westphalia. Not gonna lie, I kind of expected like 1 province Westphalia. That's a little bit more than I expected. Now, this new Westphalia, pretty cool and all, but, you know, they have a really similar map color to mine, and that's, we can't really allow that, so I'm gonna have to unfortunately go ahead and puppet them. And there we go. As expected, it did cause a little bit of increased infamy, but that's alright, since we're not going to be conquering anything for quite some time. It does mean, however, that we've gained 3 more states required for us to form the North German Confederation. And of course, since these guys have coal and iron, we can actually ease off a little bit on whatever Scandinavia is giving us. Things might be starting to get interesting. Well, as long as they don't get a large number of votes, then that's probably okay. Yeah, maybe that was a few too many votes. How about we go with labor rights? That's a good idea. People dying less, I can get behind that. After changing all of my construction over to steel buildings, we're really seeing that number start to go up. Number 9, almost number 8 in the world for GDP. And just look at the size of those investments. Oh, baby. That's a lot of investing. Alright, Austria's looking to take the German leadership away from Prussia. Kind of a problem, because, you know, I'm supposed to have that. I don't really want to get involved in this, so I'm going to stay neutral. And by neutral, I mean I'm actually just going to conquer states from Prussia. We can offer Russia the quote-unquote liberation of a country, although in reality, that's just going to be another puppet for me. Alright, perfect. That's Brandenburg taken, and Brunswick soon to be under new management. Alright, you know, we got ourselves a whole lot of bureaucracy, so let's go and survey a skyscraper site, why not? The Americans want me to help them against who, sorry? Oh god, what have you done? What's happening? I'm not fighting France for you. Bad. Stop. I haven't even unified my country yet. Please calm down. Oh, no, wait. No, wait. Maybe if we ignore them, they'll go away. They don't seem to be going away. That's a lot of votes. That's a lot of votes. Okay, you guys are getting kicked right out of the party. Maybe if we let more people vote, then they would get fewer votes. That sounds like an idea. Somehow I missed the fact that Prussia's been taken over by the communists. Okay, very interesting. Well, it does mean that I could liberate a few countries and then turn them into puppets. There doesn't seem to be a liberate country button though, which is kind of weird. Well, nonetheless, I guess we could take Anhalt now. Yeah, sure, why not? This time Russia doesn't want to join. Okay, that's weird. And why not? Well, not that it really matters. Okay, looks like we have Italy involved now. Fantastic. Well, in that case, I'll get Britain involved. How about that? Not only that, but I actually am going to force you to release Baden. And on top of that, how about Saxony? Alright, let's see how it goes. Now, normally skyscrapers, you can only build one per game. That's kind of the whole point. Because they give you 25% more government administration. But because, you know, they never really fixed it, you can just go ahead and build like a whole bunch. And yes, it does stack. Coming down to the wire, it's pretty close. Especially because I, you know, kind of forgot to pay the army at the start. So, anyway, but just barely, we should end up winning this. Alright, so that should be another state to subjugate. And more people to incorporate. Alright, Anhalt backs down, which means they should be our puppet now. Perfect. Now we're just missing 3 states to form North Germany. One of the big problems is that Austria still owns this, and we can't really ask for it back. It doesn't work like that. But we could go ahead, start puppeting the other German city-states. After all, it's really not that much infamy. And someone's actually helping them. Italy, of course. Alright. That's funny. You think you're hilarious. Well, on the bright side, I don't actually need to do anything. Oh, did you call someone else in? Schwarzberg. That's perfect. That's actually fantastic. I'll puppet them too. Now, we have to ask ourselves, are we going to allow Scandinavians to continue plundering from our economy? Or are we finally going to give ourselves economic independence? And the answer is, of course, independence. And it appears, unfortunately for Saxony, that they're going to be supporting the wrong side. And wait a second, you became a puppet? Oh, that's why. That makes a lot more sense. I mean, it doesn't, but I guess it kind of does. Okay, so we'll just transfer those subjects then, that's fine. And you know what, maybe I'll take a little treaty port. And well, you know, I do have a couple extra points, so maybe we can liberate Norway. Alright, here we go. Honestly, they're almost making it too easy. First we just have to defend, and then after a successful defense, they'll be too demoralized and we can go and kick them in the teeth. Okay, there's the skyscraper, and yeah, there's all the bureaucracy. You know what would be a good idea? Hold on. Okay, we should do a naval invasion on the capital. That would probably work out. And that is if we do end up winning. I mean, you know, kind of have the better ships, more ships, but I guess that doesn't matter in the end. There we go, that's the result I was looking for. Okay, do we land? We should land. Don't know why it has this icon, but yes, we should land. Oh, now that's what I like to see. Beautiful. Let's take a look at all the destruction we've caused. So, Scandinavia without the Norway. We've taken a treaty port here, which is specifically just so we can access their market without any tariffs. We've also puppeted Saxony and Baden, so we just have to to take one more vassal in Saxony, maybe a few more provinces from Prussia, and we should be good to go. First, we're gonna have to solve a couple shortages. Look at the poor, sad Scandinavian economy shrink. Yeah, that's what you get for becoming reliant. Okay, let's build up the army a little bit. I have sneaking suspicions that the world's not going to really like the fact that I'm invading everyone. Okay, a projection of 3162. It's not quite what Austria has, but it's pretty close. Now is probably as good a time as any. Okay, easily done. Now we're just missing 2 states. We could go and puppet Hesse and then take this from Prussia. Actually, I should make them a puppet, because if I don't, they'll probably just give me 1 province every peace deal. That's pretty annoying. Don't feel like doing that. Okay, time for the real question. Now, is anybody going to try and stop me? Lots of contenders, lots of opportunities for that to be yes. That's Spain, for one. They've added in Wallachia. That's not actually that bad. Everyone else seems a little bit occupied, which is good. I didn't check, so it's a good thing it ended up that way. Okay, that's everyone. Basically, we've won already. There we go. Welcome, Prussia. That's a whole lot of North Germany we have, meaning we should be able to form the country. Now, I don't know if that's going to inherit all my subjects, but we'll have to find out. Okay, let's see. Wow, it really integrates them. Okay, that certainly did some good stuff for the economy. Now we skyrocketed past Austria, but we could probably use a bit of a larger army. Before we go off to war again, it's probably a good idea to sort out all the industry. Besides, Europe doesn't really like me that much right now, so we should probably try and fix that first. The fewer people we have intervening, the better. Wait a minute, what's going on here? We got this far into the play and I didn't even notice. The Americans want to try and cut me down to size. Do you really think you can do that? And it looks like the French joined at the last second. Fantastic. Good thing there's no Maginot Line yet. So, I guess we're just gonna sit here and wait for the war support to go down, and then, what, everyone just leaves? That's it? Alright, see you guys next time. And just like that, now we're sitting at the #1 spot. Oh, what are you trying to do, Austria? Trying to cut me down to size, and they start off worried. What a great idea. Truly genius stuff. Well, if that's how you're going to be, then I'm gonna ask for unification leadership. That wouldn't be a problem, right? Wait, are we seriously doing this? If that's the case, I am asking for the ports back. They keep taking my glass and it sucks because they're not even paying for it. Okay, here we go. Unfortunately for the Austrians, we've been doing a little bit of research recently. Remember, the treaties only apply if you sign them. Now that Vienna's fallen, this war should be over pretty soon. Alright, that's it. Taking the treaty port, so they're not going to steal our glass anymore. And we are the leading candidate for forming Germany. Okay, so the biggest question is, now what? We could click this button, but that might have the entire world intervene to stop us. Well, you know what? With an army power projection of 63-67, I'm not actually sure I can be stopped at this point. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Here we go. The last war of the game. Might have taken us 10 hours to get here, but we're finally about to finish things off. Yeah, well, that was pretty easy. Beautiful. Look at that. The tireless efforts of statesmen and soldiers has been rewarded. Germany is united into a single state. Well, didn't that take a while? Let's go click our fancy button, and here we are. Not bad for starting as Lübeck. And what a run it was. In the end, it all worked out, and I could finish this war, but I cannot be bothered. So, thank you all very much for coming by. This answers the question, can you form Germany as a random tiny city-state? And the answer is yes, as long as you have a coastline. Well, that's it for me for today. This is Quarbit signing off, hoping you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and as always, have a fantastic day. Big thanks to the patrons who helped to make this channel possible, including Yeo, Ben Greenhagen, Quiet Guy, Torvald, Robert Kaleno, Ambient Cyan, James Levy, Chewy Shoot, and The Watcher. Join the Patreon today for $1 and get access to videos earlier than usual. But if you're just looking for something else to watch, then here are some suggestions on screen.